The Modi government has completed 100 days. This is the third term of Prime Minister Modi, and one of the key faces of this government is Union Minister of Commerce and Industry, Piyush Goyal. He's joining me straight from Mumbai. Mr. Goyal, thank you so much for your time here on NDTV. Before I ask you about 100 days achievement of your government, I want to know your report card as a Member of Parliament of the Lok Sabha from Mumbai North. What all have you achieved in these 100 days for your constituency, sir?
Well, it's been a very, very action-packed 100 days. I think one of the biggest stories in my constituency, which has been highly appreciated, has been the start for the first time in the history of Western Railway of a train which will go from Borivali straight to Konkan region, taking the people from Ratnagiri, Sindhudurg, Kankavli, the entire Konkan region now having an opportunity to take a train straight to Konkan and onwards to Goa, so which helps them go back home, also helps tourism from our area. And it was asked that we start this train during the Ganpati festival. Instead of that, we have started the train well before Ganpati, and it will run throughout the year. So it's a permanent new, first of its kind train service from Uttar Mumbai, my constituency, to Goa via Konkan. Also, there was a huge traffic problem on Western Express Highway. And work had been going on for years. People were suffering. Not only my constituency, I think all of Mumbai was suffering, where traffic jams piling up even 10 and 15 kilometers. I had promised I'll finish it in 100 days. In 93 days, we completed that work. We opened up the traffic. And for the last 7 days, not once has there been a traffic pileup at Akurli, which was a logjam for many, many years. Similarly, many projects of slum rehabilitation, of chawl rehabilitation have been restarted. Many were stuck. Many builders had gone bankrupt or run away and not giving even the rent to the displaced persons. We are getting all those projects back on track. The first one has already deposited 26 crores into the bank account, and 800 slum dwellers who have been literally on the street for 8 years are now going to get back rent for 8 years on 19th, day after tomorrow. Also will get a good home of their own. Apna ashiana khud ka unko milega. Similarly, in the entire region, we are working towards rejuvenating tourism in the region. I have a beach on one side. I have the Sanjay Gandhi National Park on the other side, where we have a huge forest land, 2 beautiful lakes, and tremendous potential, Canary Caves, a lot of potential in the area for culinary tourism, religious tourism, forest tourism, beach tourism. We started working on all of these. There's a sense of excitement in North Mumbai for the days ahead, and I hope to be able to redeem the pledge I made to the people of North Mumbai.
Okay, so that was your report card as a Member of Parliament from North Mumbai. Now shifting focus to the Union Minister here. Sir, you have been part of Modi 1.0, Modi 2.0 as well. And as a senior minister, how are these 100 days different from those two governments?
There's a sense of urgency. Prime Minister Modi had promised in his third term that we'll work with 3 times the speed, give 3 times the outcomes. We'll ensure that India in the next 3 years becomes the world's 3rd largest economy. I think the actions of the first 100 days, in a way, have boosted the confidence of the people. You can see the thrust on infrastructure. 25,000 villages will be connected with roads. The Vadhavan port has been kick-started, the largest port of India, amongst the 10 largest in the world, right north of my own constituency. The whole ecosystem will stand to benefit. Jobs galore, work opportunities galore. The multiplier impact of that port will have a huge impact in the entire region. 12 new townships, in addition to 8 already underway. We'll have necklace of 20 new cities, smart cities, industrial townships coming up across the country in different states, nearly 3 lakh crores dedicated to women welfare, 2 lakh crores committed for skilling and promoting employment for 4 crore youth of the country, 3 crore more homes free of charge for the poor of the country. We gave 4 crore homes in the first 10 years. Now in 5 years we'll build 3 crore more homes. Nearly 3 lakh crores already spent on infrastructure in the country. 11 lakh Lakpati Didis, MSP increase, restrictions on export, and a lot of thrust to farmers where higher increased incomes in the first 100 days. The list goes on and on.
Okay.
There's so much that has happened in 100 days that at this pace, we will certainly be the third largest economy in less than 3 years.
And sir, is this sense of urgency also because of changed political scenario? In Modi 1.2 and 2. And in the second government, you had brute majorities. Right now, it's an NDA government and an aggressive opposition. Are these changed realities making you do rethink in policy terms?
It absolutely makes no difference, ma'am. Prime Minister Modi has had a gracious NDA alliance comfort. Throughout the 10 years, though we had a majority in parliament, we took the NDA allies along. So you are well aware, the people are aware, we had members of all our NDA prominent parties as members of the Council of Ministers, even in the 10 years when we had an absolute majority. Because Prime Minister Modi respects the National Democratic Alliance and his partners. Today, the alliance is only getting stronger, but in terms of policy or in terms of our ability to take decisions, there's absolutely no difference. The big difference is that 10 years ago, we had inherited a fragile 5 economy, a broken economy. The morale was down, the mood of the nation was down, confidence of the nation was down. Everywhere there was despondency. We worked over the last 10 years to build strong macroeconomic fundamentals, to build the mood of the people, to build the image of India internationally, and therefore we are able to work with 3 times the speed in the third term of Prime Minister Modi, a historic third term where we have achieved a lot in 10 years to make the base, the foundation on which we are now building a glorious story of India working in the Amrit Kal to become a developed nation. Today is Prime Minister Modi's birthday, which we celebrate as Seva Divas, which we celebrate as the 10th anniversary also of Vishwakarma Divas. Vishwakarmas whom we respect immensely, who are contributing to the India growth story. So it's a wonderful day, a day full of celebrations. Today is also Anant Chaturdashi, Ganesh festival, and all good things when started with prayers to Ganesh ji are bound to be successful.
Okay, so I have just 2 more questions for you, sir, because I know you're in the middle of too many things, so I won't hold you for long. The question is also about, you're celebrating 100 days, you're sounding optimistic, lots to look forward to as far as the government is concerned, but how do you look at the opposition criticism? That these 100 days have also been about U-turns, that you have done some things that you never did in the past, like sending a bill to the JPC, something that has never happened in the last 10 years, like taking back the UPSC appointments issue. So how do you look at that criticism?
Well, I think the opposition is so despondent and frustrated today that forget criticizing us in India, they'll end up criticizing us in the rest of the world. They go to foreign lands and criticize their own motherland. And I think there can be nothing more shameful than that. Having said that, I think your information needs to be corrected. And through you, I'd like the viewers to know, we have had no U-turns. This is a listening government. Prime Minister Modi is respected and loved by the people because he always has his ears to the ground and he responds to people with positivity. When we came out with the 3 laws, the amendments, the new laws on the criminals, replacing the antiquated British criminal laws, Home Minister referred them to a joint select committee headed by Mr. Brijlal of the Rajya Sabha. When I came out with the Jan Vishwas bill, it was immediately referred to the joint parliamentary committee headed by P.P. Chaudhary of the Lok Sabha. This government has taken 4 lakh inputs, 3 or 4 lakh inputs over 4 years before we came out with the National Education Policy 2020. This has always been a government which took feedback from the people. When we found that people would like to have an alternate, we continued with the budget proposal of a simplified tax regime, but we also gave them the option of indexation. What's wrong in that? The Home Ministry in 2019 had already said that lateral entry is all right. It has been done for years. Manmohan Singh and Montek Singh were a part of lateral entry. The Prime Minister himself came as a lateral entrant into the government of the Congress party. So they are completely clueless even in their criticism.
Okay.
We are only withdrawn it so that it comes out in a revised form, respecting the requirements of government employment.
So,
I think there's been absolutely no U-turn except responsiveness to the people of India.
Will this excitement continue also in the Maharashtra elections? Your state is going to polls in the next 2 months, sir.
Absolutely.
Although the seat sharing is still to be
victory.
formalized, but yes, go ahead. Give us your assessment of that, and also, will there be a BJP
Madam,
CM if you get the numbers right? Or will
Devendra
Mr. Shinde
Fadnavis
continue?
just announced this morning.
Yes.
Devendra Fadnavis just announced this morning that the seat sharing is nearly complete. We have very good relations amongst the 3 Mahayuti partners. The Chief Minister will be decided at the appropriate time by the legislators. But the important thing to note is that even in the Lok Sabha election, the gap between the MVA and the Mahayuti was only 2 lakh votes. In a large state like Maharashtra, the 3rd largest state, where every seat has nearly 20 lakh voters, the BJP was left behind in 11 seats with less than 50,000 votes. So the overall story in Maharashtra is very favorable. And the various initiatives of the Maharashtra government have certainly endeared this government to the people. Prime Minister Modi's 3rd term and all the various actions, 3 crore homes for the poor, 3 lakh crores being spent for women welfare, 11 lakh Lakpati Didis adding to the 1 crore already in the first 2 terms. The fact that 3 lakh crores has been spent on infrastructure in the 100 days, the Vadhavan port which we have approved, the industrial township smart city coming up near Dighi port, the coastal road which is a delight, Atal Setu which has joined us to the mainland, and now the coastal road being extended from Bandra all the way beyond to Bhayandar, covering even my own constituency of North Mumbai. Metro expansion, railway expansion. The city is metamorphosizing into an international class city. The villages are seeing prosperity. I think the growth story of India is resonating very well with the growth story of Maharashtra under Chief Minister Eknath Shinde and Mr. Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar. I am very confident we will win the Maharashtra Assembly with a thumping majority.
You have given us a headline there. So thank you so much, Piyush Goyal, Union Minister there, joining us from Mumbai. He represents Mumbai North. And so thank you so much, sir, for speaking to NDTV.
Thank you.